in forums, on Facebook, and in the comment section under videos, I'm frequently asked questions which I'm happy to answer. This format, a questions and answers, is a format which I adapted from my German channel, and in this format I aggregate the question and the answers and make them available for a wider audience. Hello and welcome to Watch Maxie's Watch Videos. My name is Axel and I'm glad to have you on the show. 8 questions, 8 answers. This is the format of today. Let's directly move to question number 1. Question number 1 was, which is the equipment you're shooting your videos with? Well, it's pretty simple. I currently use my iPhone 10. I hope I can upgrade to the iPhone 11 by mid of the year. I use the SmartLav Pro microphone on my shirt here. I have a Rode desk microphone which I use in different situations. I have 2 video lights which give an indirect light if the footage is me, or which are turned towards a light tent, light cube, which I use during the videos I make of watches and equipment and stuff like that. So that's the main equipment I use. Of course, there are a lot of cables, power bars, a turning table, and some other stuff which is nice to have, which makes it easier, but microphone, iPhone, and video lights and the light cube, this is the main stuff I need. And I've done some links below in the video description if you would like to see what in particular I use. Question number 2 is, Axel, could you tell us why you have such a focus on Sinn? Well, first I have to say, I think in my videos this changed a little bit. I presented a couple of other brands like Guinan, Limes, Archimede, Laco, and others to come. But of course, my heart beats for Sinn, and this has a pretty simple reason. Sinn has many watches which exactly meet my preferences, and in terms of the quality, feature, functionality, and price. So I don't have to look left and right, because straight ahead Sinn is exactly what I've been looking for quite a while. And in addition, Sinn on the Römerberg in Frankfurt is about 10 to 15 minutes walking distance from my office. So whenever I have a question, I need a service, I want to have a look at a new watch, I just pass by, walk in and see it. That's nothing any other brand could offer to me. So that's why I have focused on Sinn. Recently I bought a couple of other watches and other brands, but still my focus is on Sinn, and that's not a judgment towards quality of other watches. It's just simply, I do like what Sinn offers, I do like how they offer it, and I do like the fact that I'm quite close to their shop, both in terms of Sinn and the headquarter. And that's the main reason. It's as simple as that. The third question was quite similar to that, but slightly different. I've been asked, Axel, you've owned a couple of watches, many different brands. According to your judgment, what's the best brand? And to be honest, I can't say. I can't say this is by absolute terms the best brand. Of course, there are many brands which are designed for special purposes and which serve a certain situation and a certain requirement better than others. For example, if I'm looking for a watch which is inexpensive, robust, and no one would like to grab it from my arm and steal it, I probably would go for I've got it here, for a G-Shock 5610. It's robust, it's inexpensive, it's a watch which which is not designed to be stolen. So in that particular situation and that particular requirement, Casio would be the best brand. Of course, I'm happy to say that certain brands have a higher quality in terms of degree of manufacturing, craftsmanship, innovation, robustness of movement. But depending on the situation, it still can be the brand which I would not choose, although they are of higher quality. I wouldn't take a Rolex to a sailing trip or gardening work or something like that. So depending on the requirements, some brands are better than others, and the higher you go in the hierarchy of luxury brands, the smaller the difference are and the more important your personal preference become. Some do like innovation of movement, some do like unique design, some do like extremely perfect craftsmanship, and any brand has their focus on a different subset and is better in a special area than another brand, and depending on your individual preferences, one brand may be better than the other brand, not in absolute terms, but according to your personal requirements. The fourth question was if I couldn't show my co-presenter, my co-YouTuber, which is sometimes in the chair behind me, like today we have it. Well, it's my dog. It's called Motte, which translates into moth in English. When we got her, she's a Romanian street hound mix, a pure breed street hound mix. In her papers, she was named Cappuccina, and I told my wife, there is no freaking way that I stand in the fields or the wood and call her Cappuccina here. No way. So we decided for another name, and it's Motte. Well, she's my biggest supporter, my biggest fan, as you can see, at least as long as she gets some treats and is fed properly. Well, that's my dog, that's Motte. Now you've seen her. It's a tick in the box, and I hope this part is done now. And the fifth question I received was that my videos are not loud enough, and it's hard to understand what I say. Well, in English it could be my pronunciation. Thanks a lot for anyone who sent me corrections in terms of pronunciation and words I use. Highly appreciated. In terms of loudness, I checked my videos, my channel. I'm about 1% or 1.5% below the standard YouTube videos, and that is not much. And if I take my videos louder, they tend to oversteer, and that's, for my personal perception, even worse than being not at 100% loudness level. So I think I did what I can with my equipment, and I'm not trying to push the limit even further because I don't want my videos to oversteer. And a similar point, same topic, if I could add subtitles, of course I can, but it's a heck of a work. And given that I'm doing about 10 videos a month, I don't have the time and I don't have the ambition to do a video subscription of the full video for each video I take. So if you can't understand me in terms of loudness or pronunciation, I really regret it, but I can't change it. Now, topic number 6, interesting one. My channel is now, my German channel is live for about 14 months and my English one for about 4 months now. And the question came, if there are no giveaways, no discount codes, no raffles or anything like that, and the simple answer is no. I'm not going to make a lottery, I'm not going to make discount codes for certain watches, and I'm not going to make any ads before or in the middle of my videos, because I personally don't like advertising before or in the video, and I do appreciate anyone who offers discount codes for certain watches because it helps people to save money. For me, I personally decided not to do it because I would like to focus on the watch and I want to be as independent as I can. And anyone who has seen my videos know that I'm really passionate about what I do, and I tell you what I do like, and if you closely look to my videos, you will identify what I don't like so much. Maybe I'm not so expressively pointing to that and more stressing things I like, but if I don't mention anything, you can assume I don't like it too much. So this is the kind of independence I would like to maintain going forward, and I don't want to push anyone into a certain direction with a lottery, with a discount code. So this is something which I won't do. I do know it makes the life harder for me. It would be easier for me to get subscriptions and more viewers if I would do things like that. But I personally decided not to go that route. Seventh question, 7 out of 8, was the comment that if I'm going to focus on German watch brands, which means brands located in Germany, not necessarily produced in Germany, made in Germany, my channel would be at the end pretty soon. I don't believe it. Currently I have a kind of rhythm doing one brand per month as a focus topic. I did this with Sinn, I did it with Guinant, I did it with Ickler, with Archimede and Limes. I currently do it with Laco, and if I would do it and I would be able to do it going forward with other brands, I have a list of brands and watches to show which give me material for at least 2 years. Looking at the brands which are on my wish list, these are Meistersinger, Steinhardt, Corazon del Mar, Stover, Turbi, VDB Vintage, Circular, Damasco, Mühle Nautische Instrumente, Ascania, Nomos, Montblanc, Hanhart. This alone is more than a year. And I haven't covered yet the really weird ones like Alexander Shorokov. I haven't covered the top-notch like A. Lange and Söhne. So there are a couple of other brands, both internationally recommended top brands and small and very interested unknown brands. And this is a mixture I do like a lot. So before I include on a regular basis Swiss, Japanese or US brands, it's going to take a while because I have so much on my personal wish list in terms of German brands that I'm totally relaxed, and I'm really looking forward to what I want and to what I will present to you. Last question is question number 8, and that was if I could do a video about a time grapher. Well, I did have one and I sold it. I sold it for 2 main reasons. One is it's a big instrument and I have limited storage space. I don't want to have it on my desk each and any day if I only need it once or twice a month. So I stored it away, put it out again, plugged it into the power supply, put on the watch holder, the microphone, linked everything together, and then I used it for 2, 3, 4 minutes and stored it away again. It was annoying. I didn't like it. I don't have the tools and I don't have the ability, the skills to adjust the watch by myself without damaging or scratching the watch. This is where I think a time grapher would be a perfect tool to tweak the watch and make it better step by step and push it to the limit of the best movement, adjustment, and perfectly fine, but I can't do it and I never did it. For me it was just a spot view. What's the watch? What is the time deviation? And things like that. And to be honest, having it on the wrist, I do know what the deviation of time is, and doing it to the full power reserve and storing it in my desk, I see how long the movement runs, so I have a pretty good feeling if the movement needs a service or not without using a time grapher. So this is why I currently can't do and probably won't do a time grapher movie in the near future. Yeah, that was my format, 8 questions, 8 answers. If you like it, leave a comment, and more importantly, leave questions which I can answer in the next format of that kind. I hope you enjoyed it. The next video will clearly be about a watch, and I look forward to it. I hope you do. Cheers, Axel.